Students, in the last class we have discussed about the unit cell, types of unit cell and crystal systems. Today we will be talking about number of atoms in a unit cell. But before we actually calculate the number of the atoms in a unit cell, I will explain that in a unit cell what all terms we can define. Like, see this one, we call this as corner. It's a corner. In one unit cell, we have 8 corners. That we have discussed partly in the last class, but we need to talk about the contributions and the number of the unit cells, so I am discussing it again. So there are 8 corners in a unit cell. We are assuming the basic unit cell as the cubic unit cell. So I will be discussing in this also. There are 8 corners, right? Now, this is a straight line. Here, this is called as edge. This is edge. Now, if I mark this particular point, this will be called as the edge center. Okay, this will be called as edge center. This is edge center. And how many edges are there in a unit cell? There are 12 edges. I will explain just now again. There are 12 edges. This part, the plane surface, this is called as face. And this will be the face center. If I mark exactly in the center, this will be called as face center. How many faces are there in a unit cell? 6 faces. Okay. And one in the center. This is called as body center. Body center. There is one body center. So main what we want? We want this one, corners. We want the edge. We want face center and body center. Let us take this cube. Okay. Everybody must have played with this. 8 corners. How we say 8 corners? 1, 2, 3, 4 corners here and 4 corners down. So there are 8 corners. Edges. This is the face. Where the 2 faces meet, this is called as edge. Okay. So 4 edges on the top, 4 edges at the bottom and 4 edges here. So total 12 edges are there. Okay. Faces. This plain thing is the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There are 6 faces. Body center is inside this. There is only one center. Body center is 1. This is one thing we should be knowing. How many faces, corners, edge and body center is there in a unit cell. Now we should be knowing when the particle or the atom is occupying these places, what will be its contribution. So that we are discussing now. What will be the contribution? If the constituent particle, I will be talking with reference to corner, I will be talking with reference to edge, face and body center, right? Now, if it is there at the corner, means if any constituent particle is present here, there is not just one unit cell, there are plenty of unit cells which are arranged in 3-dimensional pattern to form a crystal lattice. Say like in this is made up of many small cubes. So, all these cubes are placed one together, side by side and you are getting a crystal lattice. So, if any constituent particle is present here at the corner, 8 such unit cells will be surrounding it. How? One here, say this one. One will be placed here, second, a third, fourth and 4 above it. So, this corner will be shared by 8. So, what will be the contribution to one unit cell if the particle is present at the corner? 1 by 8. If it is there at the edge, then it will be shared by 4. See, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It will be 1/4. Means this is shared by 4. Means how much is one unit cell getting of that particular atom? 1 by 4. Face center. This is the face center. Means if the particle is present here, it will be shared by 2. One unit cell and one more unit cell which will be placed besides it. So how much is one getting? It is getting only 1 by 2 of it. And if it is center of the body, one unit cell gets a complete particle or complete atom. So its contribution is 1. This will help us in finding the formula. Now, we will see if these are the contributions in the 4 types of unit cell. Now, how many effective number of particles are present? Like, if I say primitive, I hope you remember what is primitive. Primitive unit cell is that in which all corners are occupied. So 8 corners and each one is giving how much? 1 by 8. So 8 into 1 by 8. So how much for primitive unit cell, what is the effective number of the particle present? 1. Let's talk about the next one. Body centered cubic unit cell, BCC. Body center means all corners and center of the body. All corners means 8 into 1 by 8 plus 1 in the center means 2 constant particles are present in BCC. Let's see another one. Face centered cubic. What is face centered cubic? All corners and center of the face is occupied. All corners means 8. Each corner contributes 1 by 8 plus all faces, 6 faces. Each face contributes half. So this is 1 plus 3, total 4. In face centered cubic unit cell, the effective number of the particle per unit cell is 4. One more, end centered unit cell. End centered unit cell. Now in end centered, where are the constant particle present? All corners and 2 opposite faces. All corners means 8. Each corner contributes 1 by 8 plus 2 opposite faces 2. Each one contributes half. So again you are getting 2. So these were the types of the unit cell, and each unit cell, what is the effective number? This is called as effective number of the atoms present per unit cell. In unit cell, how many of them are present in each category? This is very, very important, children, which is required in the questions which we are going to discuss just now. Please note down this. Now let us solve some questions based on the number of the atoms per unit cell. Like, so you have this question: if in a unit cell atoms of A occupy corners, B occupy faces, C occupies edge centers, D occupies body center. All corners, all faces, all edge centers, body center is only one. Then what is the formula? You know what will be the how many corners are there? We will write that first. A, B, C, D. Okay. A is occupying all corners means 8. And each corner is contributing how much? 1 by 8. So in this question, what are we asked to calculate is what will be the formula of that particular compound if all corners are occupied B, A, B, C, D. Like that it is given in the question. So A will be 1 you are getting. B is occupying faces. How many faces are there? 6 faces. So you have 6 into 1 by 2 because each face is contributing half. So you are getting this as 3. C is occupying edge centers. How many edges in a unit cell? Just now I said 12 edges. These are the edges. I hope you remember that. So 12 edges are there. Each edge contributes 1 by 4. So you will get this also 3. One body center means 1. So what is the formula now? You have the formula A, B, 3, C, 3. This is the formula of the compound. Clear? Now, you may also have some other type of question like, if 25% A and 50% of B and C are removed from the same question, then what is the formula of the compound? We will see that. We have discussed just now that A, how many are there total? 8. How many are removed? 25% of A is removed. You are having A as A. Out of that 25% removed means what is 25% of 8? 2. So 2 is removed. So how much you are getting? 6. And each of that is contributing how much? 1 by 8. So this we have to solve now. B and C 50% are removed. What is B? How many B are there? 6 B's are there. So 50% of that removed means minus 3 is removed. You are left over with only 3 atoms. 3 atoms and each one is contributing how much? It is B is occupying phase. So half. So you will go on writing this. This is 3 by 4. This you are getting as 3 by 2. Let us continue further. C is occupying edge center. How many edges were there? 12. 50% is removed means how much is removed? 6 is removed. How much is left over? 6. Each one is contributing 1 by 4. So you are having this 6 by 4. Right? D, nothing is there. D, they have not removed anything. So you have D as 1 only. Now we will write down this. We can simplify. This is 3 by 4 only. This I can simplify. Instead of this, I can write this as 3 by 2. Now I will write. I will copy this down. I am writing this side. You are having A 3 by 4. For B, you are having 3 by 2. And for C, you are having 3 by 2. And D, you are having 1. You have to change it into whole number. So I will multiply the whole thing by 4. If I multiply this, what will I get? A 3. B, if I multiply this with 4, what will I get? This into 2. You will get this as 6. This you multiply by 4. That means this also you are getting as 6. This you multiply by 4. You will get this answer. Clear? So this will be the formula of that particular compound. Next. If all atoms of one edge of the unit cell is removed. This is the edge. How many atoms are removed put together? How many atoms are coming on the edge side? See, these are the 3 atoms which are coming on the edge. 2 corner and 1 center of the edge. All 3 are not having similar contributions also. So we have to write down separately. So which atoms are there at the corner and the edge we have to see. At the corner A and C only we have to bother about. So what was A? There were 8 corners originally. Out of that 2 are removed. Okay, because one edge they are saying is completely removed. 2 are removed means you are having 6. Means you are having like this. This will be 6 into 1 by 8. That means you are having this as 3 by 4. Right? One edge is also removed. Only one edge. One edge means C. From C we have to see. How many C were there? 12. From that 1 is removed. 1 is removed means 11. 11 into 1 by 4. You are having this as 11 by 4. Rest are same. I will copy this down now. A 3 by 4. B. How many B's are there? You are having all faces occupied. All faces means you will have that as 3. 6 into half. So I am writing this directly as 3 only. See how much you are having? 11 by 4. You are having 11 by 4 and D as such you are having 1. Again we have to simplify that, multiply by 4. When I multiply by 4, what will I get? A 3, B 12, C 11, D 4. Clear? Now, if all atoms of one face are removed, this is one face. One face means how many atoms are removed? You can see. There are corners removed. There is one face center removed. There are 4 edges also removed. So let us see how many are removed. A is removed. B is also removed. C is also removed. D is not removed. So D will remain as such. There were how many A's? 8 A's. Out of 8, how many are removed? 4 are removed. So you are having minus 4 of them. You are having 4 into 1 by 8. That means you are having this as half. Where is B present? Face. One face is removed. One center of that face is removed. So B, there were actually 6. So now you are left over with 5. 5 into half, that means 5 by 2 is left over. C, edge center, how many are removed? 4 are removed. There were how many? 12. 12 minus 4, 8. 8 into 1 by 4, edge center. What is the contribution? 1 by 4. You are left over with 2. D, there is only 1. Let us simplify this quickly. This will multiply by 2. You will have what? A half. Let me write this. B, 5 by 2. C, you are having 2. D, you are having 1. So I will have this A. B, you will have 5 only. This you will multiply by 2. That means you will have the yes, you will have this 4. This you will have as 2. So this will be the formula. One question, children, I am giving to you. You will write solve it on your own. In the next video I will discuss the answer. Question is this: if all atoms of the phase diagonal are removed, what will be the formula? This is phase. Phase diagonal means this is removed. These atoms are removed. If all atoms of one of the phase diagonal are removed, what will be the formula? I will discuss the answer of this in the next video. You can drop your answers in the comment section also. Please do that positively. Thank you.